Hi, I'm Souzzann Zink, and I help mothers with their mothering and having that support the big work that they do out in the world. And I'd like to tell you a story about when I was kind of in the midst of my most challenging time of having my mothering and my other work out in the world conflict. I was a full-time student, I was a full-time single mom, and I had a part-time seminar business at the same time. I didn't have a car that I had regular access to, but I borrowed a car frequently. And I was really burning the candle at both ends between getting to classes, doing my studying, being there for my boys. And one of the things that always worked for me was to make sure I did the things that they really liked. So when I fit things in, I fit in the things that they really enjoyed. And there was a buffet, a really nice restaurant that did a beautiful buffet that they loved to go to. And that was what we decided to do for Thanksgiving. Probably the second year that I was a single mom. And we went to this buffet, and I was so happy to be there. I was so happy to be with my boys, but I was exhausted. And we went into the buffet, we had a nice dinner, I kind of relaxed, and we came back out to the car, and I realized that I had locked my keys in the car with the car running. The car had been running probably for 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, while we ate our dinner. And I was in a position of having to call a locksmith to come get into the car. I actually did that, but sometimes you get taken care of. And I was in the process of going in to call the locksmith, and a police officer walked up to, it was a hotel that had a restaurant, walked up to the desk of the hotel, and I looked at him and I said, "I've locked my keys in the car and it's running, can you help me?" And he did. So I ended up getting taken care of much quicker than if I'd had to follow through with the original plan. But what my point of this story is that if you are not taking care of yourself, if you are not getting the sleep that you need and the movement that you need or the food that you need or whatever it is that feeds you, not your children, not your family, but you, if you're not getting those pieces taken care of, you are going to make really big mistakes. And this one was a big mistake in terms of polluting the air and some things like that, but it gives you some idea of what other big mistakes I might have made if I kept going that way. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at taking the wake-up calls, and I did make some big shifts in my self-care. But what I want you to do is find a way to make that shift for yourself. And if you would like to know ways that I have done things like that, I invite you to like our Facebook page so that you will be able to get some of the videos and the other hints that I share there in your newsfeed regularly. And I wish you all the best as you do your best to mother your child and give your gifts in the world.